Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
He's thinking.
Kyle, did you ever tell anybody about your momentum on YouTube while you were locked up?
No, not really. I think I sort of explained to Snow once, what I did for a living, the basics of it. But no, not to any real extent.
So people weren't in there like, yo, it's Fpsrussia?
A couple, mostly guards. Mostly guards were. But and then one of the inmates knew who I was. He was related to a celebrity. I can't remember who it was. It's that black. Who's the big black guy who's in the Old Spice commercials?
Terry Crews.
No. Yeah. He was like that guy's fucking cousin by marriage or some shit.
Claim to fame.
Yeah.
My favorite part of Kyle's prison story. So Kyle has a couple gifts, right? And one of them is retelling stories from I don't know. I've said this many times. He'll tell you about a Star Trek episode, and you're like, "Fuck, I gotta see that. That was amazing." And then you watch it, and it's Kyle's version was better.
Yeah.
So he's in there getting protection from big tough Mexican guys, befriending him with let me tell you a story. There's this kid. He's from Hogwarts. And he would just lay out and use his
paraphrasing stories can be so much better.
Yeah.
I agree. It sounds more interesting. Instead of reading the book, you can be over here and be like, look, so Snape's up at the front of the Grand Hall, right? McGonagall hits him with that motherfucking booyah, right? He wasn't feeling it, right? Because secretly he was on their side, you know what I'm saying? So he's trying to deflect the shit. But he's trying to keep it cool, He's trying to keep it cool. So Dumbledore, because the jig, it's a secret with him and Dumbledore. He can't blow the cover. And everybody's like, damn. But then they go to read it, and it's like Snape took a step backwards.
Yeah. You got
yeah. Snow loved the Harry Potter shit. He was reading when I left. He was. I hope he finished them all. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's where he was when I left. He was 45 pages in.
That's a good start.
That's 8 minutes work. It's Harry Potter. I do like those books.
You might be a better reader because of it. You get through Harry Potter and you're a bad reader, you'll finish a better reader.
Reading books improved my vocabulary so significantly while I was in there. It's not even funny. I have a few YouTube RuneScape videos that I made before I went to prison. I watch them and I just sound like the most washed out stoner. I'm like, okay, you're going to want to have a few prayer potions, and we're going to go to Falador to fight the giant mole. I sound like a whole different person. And almost all of that just came from reading.
Taylor's an avid reader, and he has one of the better vocabularies and better minds for spelling that I know. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big part of it.
He knows all kind of big words.
The spelling.
The biggest words.
I had to hit the dictionary plenty of times when I was in prison. They actually
talking about it. Not enough
best
people.
ever.
Not only does he know them words, he can spell them.
Dude, that's legitimately impressive. I know a lot more words than I can spell.
He can spell words. He can spell words I can't even say.
They might not even be real words, to be honest. But they sound right, and I like them.
No, there's no easier ego boost to me than when we're doing the titles and Woody's like, is this spelled right? And I do an easy IE juxtaposition. And Woody's like, how does he know?
Didn't even have to Google it.
The word was structure.
Even before,
there's no E and C to get backwards there. If so, there's a bigger problem.
Names and shit. He still does it. I'm like, how do you spell Hofstetter? He has no trouble with it.
I remember in high school, not understanding that people thought about things in different ways. They imagine things different. And my high school girlfriend being like, how are you so fast when you're talking? I'm like, well, you know how when you think of something, you kind of see the script in your head of what you're already saying. And you just kind of follow your next thought process. She's like, No, I don't see any. I don't see any words in my head. But I bet she could also probably visualize pictures better than me or something like that.
I'm like everyone's I see the word. Different. Spelling was my forte as well. If I see a word spelled once, I usually remember it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because I picture the word in my head when I think of it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why, but different. Some people don't think that way, and they're just as apt as we are at it, just through different methods, And
some people are fully photographic. That blows my mind when someone has a truly photographic memory. They can look at a diagram, a page, anything, and then just recall that later. That's wild. Mm-hmm. Very
I don't suffer from that particular affliction. I'm burnt out.
I would love to suffer from that affliction. That would be great.
I don't know. Like I feel like you're using a lot of hard drive space.
That's true too.
I'm not learning anything. I play Magic the Gathering and archery and weightlifting.
Yeah, but you can't be cramming in like April 27th, 1999. That was the day that shit really hurt, and then I stubbed my toe walking out the door. Oh yeah, I smelled lavender. Yeah.
I smelled lavender.
Kyle's throwing stones. This is a man. 2/3 of his hard drive is filled with movie scripts.
And movie scenes.
Yes, he could recite.
That's a lot of scripts.
My middle hard drive. Yeah, and songs. I've memorized so many songs. They're all memorized. I could do every country music song from like 1980 to 2000. Probably, I could write the whole fucking thing down.
Am I misremembering? I thought maybe this was years ago. Didn't you say you didn't like country? Or
it doesn't matter what
you've always liked country.
He looks down on some of the newer country.
I like old country, like 85 and back, but this modern day.
Okay. You like
red cup, cold beer, a bad girl and a dog. I don't know. All that like dirt road, windows down bullshit. Small
and we
town.
should invade Syria.
All that, yeah. Stay away from all that.
That kind of America.
That's my kind of music. I wish it would be a little bit more like that. No, I like the older country. I like the really old country, and I like the country that's like 80s and 90s.
I like a lot of country. So what I often look for in music is I want it to be uplifting. Like music, your job is to put me in a good mood oftentimes. And new country can do that. You know, red cup, cold beer.
I do. I mean, that's what I always tell people. It's like I trash on that kind of music, but at the end of the day, it's not up to me like what makes other people have emotional connections, you know? Like I was trying to do a vocal piece the other day because I'm trying to get back into singing. And it's a song that everybody knows. It's a pop song. I Took a Pill in Ibiza by Mike Posner, you know?
I love that, but not Mike Posner's version.
Well, I saw on YouTube he did an acoustic version of it, right? And I've always thought of that song as this bullshit, crappy, mainstream pop filler song that really doesn't have any thought or emotion behind it. When I heard him play it acoustically, I realized it's a song about his struggles with fame and how he doesn't trust people anymore because everybody loves him now that he's rich and famous. And it was actually a much better song that I connected to. Same damn lyrics, same exact emotion behind it, you know? So I always tell people, like, if it's all about your connection to it and how it makes you feel, if you like fucking windows down, dirt road, small town, that girl, that, no skin off my nose, you know? As long as you're not listening to Limp Bizkit, I don't care. You know?
Oh, you don't like Limp Bizkit?
Oh, dear God. I accidentally threw it out there. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to name call here.
Oh, I'm the biggest Limp Bizkit fan.
There's a version of I Took a Pill in Ibiza. And I don't know if I can pronounce her name right, but it's like Billy Chuchat. Anyway, I heard it and I fucking loved it. Every so often,
it's a great song.
A song, like every note in the melody is perfect to you, right? And I just jammed on this thing, listened to it again and again and again. And I forgot who sang it, but I knew it was a chick. So I was looking for it on Spotify for like 2 years. I just went through and listened to every version of I Took a Pill in Ibiza on Spotify. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't fucking find it. And I knew it was a girl. It wasn't until I looked for a girl named Billy that I found the song again. And that's what got me. And now it's on my liked.
And now the song completely resonates with me differently. You know, it's a song that I never thought much about. And whenever I heard it in a little more of what I consider a more musical fashion, it was a great.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay.
That was the best shit I've ever heard.